Welcome back, folks. Now you probably already saw the summary for the 9.19 Super Test server, and the biggest feature in this upcoming patch is the rank battle mode for World of Tanks. So this is basically the league system or the ladder system in World of Tanks, where you're pitted against players of equal skill levels. So you could say this is the skill-based matchmaking that everybody wanted. So add that to the current or the revamped matchmaker, you could possibly have the best matchmaking possible. Maybe, but I thought the rewards for this mode was mediocre. So you got personal reserves and consumables, and that's it for all the hard work you've done to get the stripes or the chevron per each ranking. So I thought it was meh, but here you can see this is the excerpt from the main webpage. You'll get bonds from this mode based on the ranking at the end of each season or each stage of the season. So the better you do, the more bonds you get. So bonds is basically the new currency like gold or credits. You cannot buy bonds with gold or credits. So it's mostly based on your skill level in how well you do in the rank battle mode. So that's pretty exciting, but yeah, you only can buy crew skills boosts, which is basically personal reserves, or consumables. So I thought, that's super crappy. I have a bunch of personal reserves. I mean, I use them, but it's just like dime a dozen, just like worthless. So meh, whatever. And how many chevrons or stripes do you lose if you lose the battle? If you're not the top 3 of the losing team, or if you're not the top 12 of the winning team. So they are variables in the works, but that are my main concerns about this mode. So whatever. But what's interesting is some of the actual rewards were leaked today, and I thought, holy crap, these could be a game changer. So it's kind of the Rubicon vibes that we had like 2 years ago with the emblems and inscription and whatever. But let's take a look at the actual rewards from the ranked battle modes, or some of them. So we get bonds as the new currency. So this is the new buying privilege, I guess. But basically you get them from playing in ranked battle modes. So this is the translation. Battle opponents of similar rankings and move up in the ladder. So that's the league system. You earn bonds based on how well you do. So yada yada. And you can use them for upgraded equipments and personal reserves. Do you see that? Upgraded equipments. I translated that from the Cyrillic. What? What are upgraded equipments? So here are some screenshots of upgraded equipments. They have a corporal stripe. That's the 2 stripes next to the weapons or equipments. So yep, this is a special enhanced gunling drive and a special toolbox. So here are the advanced equipments or upgraded equipments, and there's a new tab or new slot for equipment / crew skill buffs. So these are like armor warfare's temporary buffs or temporary XP earned or crew skill earned or credits earned buff per match. So there's only one match for these buffs. It's very temporary. So small buffs or very quick buffs. So it doesn't last that long, but the equipments are permanent. So here are some screenshots of the new equipments. You have Super Ultra Vents, which gives you 7.5% to all crew skills and qualifications. So the normal equipment for Vent is 5%. This is 7.5%. So you cannot stack vents. You cannot put regular vents with advanced vents together to give you like 12.5%. It doesn't work like that. You can only have one vent. That's the traditional rule. As well as vertical stabilizer. So this is 25%. rather than the 20% to the aim circle spread. You have a bigger rammer, which gives you 12.5% faster reload time. So pretty sweet compared to the normal 10%. And better enhanced gun lane drive of 12.5% faster. So I translated, and yeah, some of these are flavor text. So water or wear resilient gun actuators. Yeah, sounds fancy, just a better, fancier enhanced gun lane drive. Pretty sweet, but yeah, they do cost 5,000 bonds. So this is pretty hefty, but remember this cost. So here are the rest of the screenshots about the new equipments. So you have special vents, special vertical stabilizer, which gives you 25%, rammer, special enhanced gun lane drive, special coated optics, which is 12.5% rather than the normal 10% to your view range up to 445 meters, and special toolbox, so super toolbox, that gives you 40% faster repair speed compared to the normal 25%, I believe. So basically better versions of the current equipments available for credits, mostly better by 25% with the exception of the vents and the toolbox. Only the toolbox, the coated optics, and the enhanced gun lane drive has similar weight to the counterpart for credits. But the rammer, the vents, and the vertical stabilizer have the smallest weight version of their counterparts. So like the medium caliber rammer, improved vents, class 1, and the vertical stabilizer mark 1. So these are the lowest weight. So I believe there are various versions of these equipments based on the current equipments for the credits counterpart. Otherwise, you could use like a less weight, better rammer for your heavy tank gun, so giving you better horsepower per ton ratio and a faster reload. So basically OP, but yeah, just the initial leak photo, so pretty sweet. Here are the temporary equipment buffs. Can't even say words. So these will cost less, a lot less than the actual permanent equipments. So this cost 6 per match. So this is based on one match. You play for one round with the benefits, but you do need to have the equipment installed on your vehicle in order to use these buffs. So in order to use the toolbox buff, you must have a normal toolbox or the upgraded advanced toolbox to use this buff for it. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So yeah, these will give even more benefits to your current equipments. So you could have the advanced rammer with a rammer buff, giving you 15% faster reload speed. Pretty sweet. So these will cost a lot less, but it's only one match. So it's like using gold credits or gold for gold shells instead of credits for gold shell. But I mean, some people will do it because how well they do with the bonds, but we'll see how many bonds we'll get per season or per stage of the grind. But here are some temporary skill buffs for the crew. So some of these have special conditions, like the camo one. So this will buff if you already have a 10% training on camo to 100% for one match. So like a temporary boost to your camo skill. Or for example, the sixth sense. It will reduce the the time between the activation of the sixth sense. So reduce it by 1 second. So basically it takes 3 seconds after you got spotted for the little icon to pop up. So this will reduce it to 2 seconds. So, I mean, faster knowledge, I guess. But these are the skill buffs for your crew. So, pretty sweet, I guess. But still, they will cost you bonds, like small amount per game. And I believe you should just buy stuff that are permanent, obviously. Not like temporary, because you waste like gold shells. Ugh. So here's a fully armed example of what the difference for the actual advanced equipments. So I have an Object 140 with the normal equipment, the normal rammer, the vertical stabilizer, and the vent. And here is the advanced rammer, vertical stabilizer, and vent with the buff to the rammer. So this will give you 15% faster reload time, 25% better aim circle spread, and 7.5% cruise skills. So this will give you about 3,671 DPM. So that's about 200 plus, or better by 200. Faster reload, obviously. Better rate of fire, faster aim time, better dispersion, better accuracy on the move. So, I mean, it's still pretty significant. I mean, it does add up, but it's not crazy. Like, you're getting 4,000 DPM. That's super crazy, but some people will see that this is the ultimate in-game equipment for your vehicle. So, I don't know, is it really worth it? But the difference might mean you could win a slightly more clutch situation. So basically, if you're trading shots with equal health of a vehicle with normal equipments while you have advanced equipments, you will win that trade because you have better DPM, you have better accuracy, and better dispersion, and you move faster. So obviously you will win. So this is an advantage. But what does the extra stats, the slight stats, mean to you based on the grind? What if the grind is super hard? So yeah, leave a comment below on what you feel about these advanced equipments or the skill buffs or equipment buffs. But it's for certain that those who play this mode might be highly competitive. So go chill spam, greedy plays, lack of teamwork, basically the T25 pilot number 1 missions all over again for all the time for this mode. So there is a slight Rubicon feel or vibe to this, but it's not like the emblems or inscriptions where they give you like different buffs and you can pay gold to receive a permanent version of those. So it's not exactly pay to win because you have to get bonds, and bonds are based on your skill level rather than your wallet. So still kind of vibes, kind of the rape the Rubicon rape vibes a little bit, but rape your wallet. So rewarding highly skilled players is kind of questionable because it's top 12 on the winning team and top 3 on the losing team. I mean, I could get if it's like top 7 of the winning team and like top 1 of the losing team, but it's kind of broad, a little bit. So here are some of my personal opinions. It's inaccurate wording of the first official news page that we're only getting personal reserves and consumables. That's super lame, but it has 6 ranking levels. So is it the 6 colors of XVM? So it might be the no arty mode, game mode that people wanted, since it's pretty difficult for artilleries to gather XP. And this might be the skill-based matchmaking that a lot of players wanted, as well as the revamp to the matchmaker. Ooh la la! So, pretty sweet, but could be another fancy bait. So similar to the Top Tankers event during October/November of last year, which is basically if you do pretty well, you get a Type 59, and a bunch of players were caught rigging, and they got banned. Got baited. So yeah, could be another fancy bait, but I don't care. I don't cheat, so it doesn't matter to me. So I would have preferred special camos or personalization or customization. So basically, special equipments is pretty okay. I mean, it does make your tank feel a little bit different than the stock model or the right off the shelf, right off the buyer's field market, I guess, like buyer's garage or seller garage. Can't even talk. But you just have a better stat. I mean, the tank looks the same, so it doesn't feel different. It doesn't feel unique like your tank. If I want to paint my tank purple or pink. I can see that far away that, holy crap, that Object 140 is mine because it's pink, it's in your face, and I love it about that tank. So special paint? No, we only get special stats. So stats are kinda boring, in my honest opinion, but leave a comment below on what you feel about these advanced equipments. So they're here for the ranked battle modes, and yeah, if you want to try hard, you can go for it. So this could be the special skill-based matchmaking with the preferred matchmaking with the no artillery mode for World of Tanks that everybody wanted. And you get bonds to buy special equipments and boosts to trash on all the newbies in random battle modes. So, I mean, it's not that broken because it's not like 20% faster reload speed compared to the normal 10%. That's 100% difference. It's not like that, but it does feel kind of boring. So you should try to specialize these rewards to make your vehicles feel fancy. I mean, give your tank like a ranking stripe or system on your name in the overhead marker, like your little name above your tank. Make you have like a stripe system, like a little bar system, like in Call of Duty next to your name. That would be probably a little bit cooler than some stats buff. So I already talked about personalization and customization, so try to check out this video I posted right here. So I talk about why I tried so hard and yada yada, but I do want to have like special camo like red striker red tiger stripe on your vehicles, or red tiger paint or blue tiger paint. You know Call of Duty, so you know the drill, but it's based on your achievements per kills or per how much XP you earn per battle. So I feel this is more personalized take on making your tank feel special rather than the off-the-shelf vehicle. So I mean, park in the same garage slot of like the dealer at a Toyota or Honda or BMW. I mean, it's the same freaking tank, just off the shelf, off the line, and you're just like, yeah, my tank is similar to anyone else's tank. So I want to have a special camo, but yeah, the equipment does feel somewhat elitist, if you will. But as always, leave a comment below on what you feel about these equipments and buffs, and that's all I have to say about it. So that's my babbling, rambling, all the crap. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.